I live in Central Texas. I've got like 3.5 acres of land, so dogs can be useful. I've got 3 dogs actually. You can see right there, and they are useful for keeping away critters and keeping away strangers and securing your land and stuff like that. And they can also be a right pain in the ass. So let me tell you a story about my dogs from a couple of days ago. So like I said, I got 3 dogs. This is good dog, Glastonbury, come here. This is Glastonbury. And he graduated to good dog because he's like 10 years old, and he's a good dog because he understands where our land ends and he secures it and he stays on it and he does not get into any shenanigans. Now you may hear about the other 2 dogs in the background right now. Dog, she graduated to dog, that's Sazi, she's about 5. And then we have other dog, Kaya. She's a puppy, she's about 1 year old. Now, in Lord of the Rings terms, Glastonbury, he's Gandalf, all right? And this is Merry and Pippin. 2 adorable, quite fun-loving, in a way, reliable characters that are honestly each other's worst enemy, and the pair of them egg each other on and get themselves into trouble. That's what these guys do. They've got serious FOMO. I'll give you a perfect example right now. Yep. One thing we'll do is when we have guests over, we let the dogs out because my dogs are very friendly and love to make friends. And we were just sitting on our patio, as we do with the dogs, and suddenly we realized it was too quiet. Why? Because Ding and Dong over here had decided to go on a little FOMO mission, because while I have fence on most of my property, there's a little bit of a hole in the back. There's some bits they can get out, and they've tried this a couple of times before. We called their name, they come running right back and realize they've done, oh, bad dog. Well, in this case, they got away and they never came back. They just kept going, apparently, because they were gone. They did not come back when called, which is very, very, very strange of them. They were gone for an hour, 2 hours, it's dark, 3 hours, 4 hours. And I'm just like, all right, well, you know what? What have they got themselves into? That's their problem. But we've been out looking for them. We've been driving around all the land and stuff like that. And then I had this random thought that, well, you know, they are kind of idiots. What kind of problem could have they got themselves into? And that's when I went looking out the back of my land and I found 2 very quiet, chagrined dogs on the other side of a very, very high wildlife fence. So I live on a piece of land that on the back of it is a 100-acre property that recently the person that bought it lined the entire thing with this massive wildlife fence. So basically these guys went halfway to Mordor, went about dozens of acres that way, got themselves around this fence, and then found themselves in the middle of all this going on, which was also on New Year's Day. So people still had fireworks. So then everyone started sending up fireworks. So these Muppets, I've actually got a photo. You can see them here. There you go. It was like the Great Escape or something. Fortunately, Mrs. was out and about. I Googled the address of this place. She dropped by our very friendly neighbor, Joshua, who gave me permission to gain access to their property and use an easement that they have in the corner to rescue these 2. Great. Yeah, they're good, but that's the good dog. You can send lots of love for Glastonbury, and you can tell me how cute they are, but they're a pain in my ass, they are.